don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. I think he's afraid to talk to me because I don't call him. He calls me occasionally. But if he does call me, I'm not going to harp on his poor performance. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, if you want to win this election, now it's different than it was 2 weeks ago. That's right. Well, the whole thing's different now.
Well, I got good news for you. He doesn't have to call you. He's going to be in your backyard on Wednesday. He's going to be at Nassau Coliseum on stage in your backyard on Wednesday night. So I'll see you there. How about that?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go over there. He's playing hockey, right? Trump?
Yes, he's going to...
I'll say this what I mean.
In the Mike Bossy story, that's right.
It's a preseason game, and Trump's in the goal, and Bernie Sanders is going to take swats out.
No, he's speaking, you know, and the whole crowd's going to be there, from Lee Zeldin to Anthony D'Esposito to Bruce Blakeman to Joe Cairo to Pete King. So we will be in your backyard this Wednesday night, okay?
All right. Well, that's a pretty frightening lineup, though. If I go, I'm going to disguise myself as Nancy Pelosi. Right?
Bad idea.
Right. Yeah. And I'll get the tar beat out of me. I won't even get out of the parking lot.
Either way, great, not even good. Great appearances this week. Today was special. Bill O'Reilly, I love you. Thank you so much.
All right,
Miguel, good morning, Miguel. Good morning, Miguel. Sally Scopio, my dear love, Sally Scopio. We love you a long time. Now I'm on the way to Manhattan. Manhattan.
The 1 hour documentary special, Confronting the President. We'll take a short break. Still more to do. Thank you, Bill O'Reilly.
We love you a long time. How was the supermarket? WABC. So I'm in Newark Airport.
September 12th. Good morning.
September 12th. On the way to Manhattan.
Commissioner Eddie Caban should stay on the job even as an FBI investigation swirls around the NYC.
I'm not too fond of Commissioner Caban over 30-something
Manhattan.
Let's look at what he has done. He had a straight 8 months of decrease
On the way to Manhattan. Mapicast. On the way to Manhattan. Lollipop, lollipop. Lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop. Nanny, 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 nanny. Delivery.
One more debate before Election Day. Miami Dolphins star Tyreek Hill now says he did make some mistakes during that traffic stop for speeding on Sunday.
I could have been better. You know, I could have let down my window, you know, in that instant. But the thing about me is I don't want attention. I don't want to be cameras out, phones on you, you know, in that moment. But at the end of the day, I'm human. I got to follow
Nanny.
everyone else would do.
The Hill says the officers involved not completely innocent either, and internal affairs into the stop is continuing. Yes.
Not completely innocent.
Yeah.
They said what
Delivery.
he said 3 times. Gone.
Nanny.
So he's not taking any accountability. And by the way, following laws does not equate to being human. That equates to being civil. Yeah, he's a moron. His Dolphins do play tonight. We start with ironically with the Dolphins and Bills, a big AFC East matchup. That was about the lamest. Yeah, I did something wrong.
Nanny.
But he can catch a football.
He's really good.
Yeah.
And he got a
New York City, baby.
Speaking of bodies, the search continues for a naked man in New Jersey who keeps harassing people at an apartment complex in South Brunswick.
I think that adds to a degree of maybe adrenaline. I believe that this individual wants to be seen. As far as I can tell, he's not chasing anybody right now.
Police say the naked man has had run-ins that have taken place middle of the night, middle of the day, too. The wanted man only wears a ski mask and touches himself.
Suspect question, Justin. What was it about 9 o'clock last night?
Well, Justin doesn't live in New Jersey, does he? No. From the Ramsey Mazda Weather Center, clouds this morning, sunshine this afternoon.
Sunshine. Are you my sunshine?
You were. Let's go over
You
to
are
the
my
sports department at
sunshine,
9:25
my
from the
only
naked man himself,
sunshine.
Justin.
I thought you knew me much better than that. No, Clayton, okay? I'm more than just a naked man. And no, I don't live in New Jersey, thank God. Sports sponsored by Pete Morgan and Fearless Boilers. Go to fearlessboilers.com, paviliontankless.com. Find a dealer near you. They are the world's best built boilers. Up north in Toronto, the Mets and Francisco Lindor, they end Bowden Prince no-hit bid. Lindor did with a tying homer leading off the ninth inning, and the Mets prevail 6-2 yesterday. They moved a game ahead of rival Atlanta for the final National League wildcard spot. The Braves lost 5-1 at Washington. Up next, the Mets, a day off. In the Bronx, Jazz Chisholm Jr. hit a game-ending walk-off infield single with one out in the 11th, and the Yanks, they outlast the Kansas City Royals 4-3 to take 2 out of 3 from KC. They are up a game and a half on the Baltimore Orioles for first place in the AL East. Up next for them, the opener before Game 7 against the Boston Red Sox. That'll be 7:15 p.m. first pitch from the stadium. Nestor Cortez on the bump, and it is Thursday. That means week 2 of NFL action getting underway tonight with the Bills and the Dolphins in Miami. 8:15 p.m. kickoff. Miami heads in as 2.5-point home favorites over Buffalo. Sports sponsored by Pete Morgan and Fearless Boilers. Go to fearlessboilers.com, paviliontankless.com. Find a dealer near you. So the world's best built boilers. I'm Justin Ellick on 77 WABC.
Just getting this, we've been getting reports all morning that there's been issues with Microsoft products and its 365 subscription service. Now they just put out a statement saying, yeah, there are technical difficulties, users having problems accessing a lot of the Microsoft products this morning. 9:27, traffic, transit now. Here's Joe Noble.
Well, Noah, from the Rick and downtown traffic desk, if you're heading on out to the George Washington Bridge, we'll start there. Still well over an hour away and all.
99, 98.
An accident on the cross process is going to be getting to the Major Deacon Expressway. We had some earlier problems. That has been taken care of. You know, there's lots of volume on the cross process across the George Washington Bridge from inbound. If you're on the westbound cross process, Sheridan, an accident, disabled tractor trailer there as well. 2 lanes.
I take the
going
other
out of
one.
service now. If you're westbound on the LIE out in Nassau County, there are delays coming in.
Let me take the Lincoln Town. All the time.
Center lane, and then on the Grand Central coming inbound into the city, 1 lane out right at the LIE. Now up to the north, Westchester County, we still have that problem coming off.
99, 98.
On the westbound side of 287.
All the time. Look at me. Let's try the Lincoln
Then in
Town.
New Jersey and Morris County, pair of problems.
Viva, viva,
On the
viva.
westbound side, they're ultimately opening and closing all lanes out by Columbia Turnpike as they're doing some midday road work. That'll be till about 3 o'clock. And then northbound.
Viva, 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 viva.
Get to know the new 2025 Jaguar F-Pace SUV down at Jaguar Marlboro. Get 4.9% APR financing for up to 60 months for qualified buyers. Schedule a test drive
Nina,
today at Jaguar.
I like to eat
Radio 77
pea and banana. Pica, pisica. I like to eat apple and banana. 99, 98.
Foreclosure in exchange for a reduced payoff amount that they provide the capital necessary to fund the settlement. See if you qualify. Call 800-800-4191. That's 800-800-4191. If you're in foreclosure looking for a better solution than a short sale or no modification, it's time to call Residential Equity Partners. They've got the money, resources, and experience to eliminate the foreclosure and restore your equity.
99, 98.
If you qualify, once again, call 800-800-4191. That's 800-800-4191.
Not for
Burt, the great drummer from Rush. Emily Austin, big-time social influencer, 2 million followers, huge pro-Israel voice. She just spoke at the RJC in Vegas, and also a very big Trump supporter. People love Emily Austin. Also has her own line of makeup and stuff, beauty goods. So she is on her way into the studio momentarily. So we'll take a short break, Lewis, and when we come back, our friend, the very popular Emily Austin, Nassau County's own Emily Austin, live in studio.
WABC New York and 107.1 WLIR-FM Hampton Bays.
The 77 WABC Suffolk County Police Benevolent Association chime time 9:35. Police officers are the thin blue line that stand between your family and the criminals that would do them harm. They are your neighbors protecting your neighborhood. Support law enforcement and stand with the Suffolk County PBA. Visit SuffolkPBA.org today.
It's the 9 o'clock hour. You know what that means, folks? My guy Pete Morgan, KillerSporters.com, PavilionTightless.com. They do build the world's best boilers.
This is Positively Ernie. Now, here's Ernie Anastas.
Now let me share some thoughts and words of experience on something that impacts all of us. I'm talking about the right to privacy. Yes, we all think about it because every day we're dealing with protecting our privacy in so many ways. Technology has a tremendous impact. We all know that. There is no constitutional amendment, by the way, giving the right to privacy. But in 1965, the Supreme Court ruled the Constitution protects a legal right to privacy. So there is something there. Okay, let's take it a little further now. In the past, our personal information was kept largely private because there were limited person exchange systems around. Basically, live conversations and contacts. Remember the old telephones and just the regular mail? Well, certainly technology has changed things, and now information can be shared and exchanged in many different ways. Most of our privacy, and some will argue, has disappeared, all of it.
Where's
So
my
what do
banana?
we hear about artificial
You got my
intelligence and all kinds of advances coming our way. We're going to have to deal with that. So the question is, how do we keep some of that privacy? Well, that's a tough one. Experts will tell us limit the information you share with the world. But hey, folks, let's get real. That's not easy to do. You have to really think about what you're doing before you do it. One thing to really remember, that privacy is essential for democracy to function properly because it creates the space
for citizens to debate important issues and political issues without censoring themselves. I will always defend that as a journalist. I'm Ernie Anastas on 77 WABC.
For more positivity, listen anytime. Download and subscribe to Positively Ernie the podcast. Go to WABCRadio.com and the 77 WABC app.
There are black beans, and then there are Goya black beans. Whole, plump, delicious, and loved by all kinds of chefs. The professional chefs at Chef's Best love them so much, they awarded our beans their Excellence Award. At Home Chef love them so much, they awarded our beans the internationally acclaimed Goya black beans. Whole, plump, oh, so delicious. Find them in the Goya section of your local grocery store. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Hi, honey. Happy first day back at work. Can't wait to see you tonight. We are so proud of you. Daddy, love you.
There are many reasons to start recovery. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, we are here to help. Call us. Our trained counselors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help. Your recovery is within reach. Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
77 WABC, the crown jewel of talk radio, heard worldwide in 173 countries and all 50 states. WABC is committed to live and local radio, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. See what 77 WABC can do for you and your business. Call 929-552-7175 and advertise with 77 WABC.
Hey folks, it's Gary, president of the Real Estate Authorities, and your response has been
Gary, you Gary.
I really appreciate it.
How you doing,
If
Gary?
you need to sell your home, listen to me carefully. The market is changing. There's not enough supply for the demand. So if you own a home right now, you have gold. Take advantage of it. Even if you own more in your home than it's worth,
Quintana, suspicious
we'll get the bank to pay you.
activity.
If you have a property that is in need of
We have suspicious activity.
There's not a house I can't sell. Call me. 800-707-1452. That's
Suspicious activity.
800-707-1452. Here's the problem. There are too many people that are getting wrong information, and it's costing you thousands and thousands of dollars. Realtors that are lowballing, investors that are trying to steal your property. You need the facts, and that's where I come in. Money doesn't motivate me. You do. So call me.
Suspicious activity.
800-707-1452. If your house is an investment property or has non-paying tenants or squatters or divorce sale, in need of repairs, or you just have equity.
Like,
you want
share,
more equity,
subscribe.
I know how to sell a property.
Like,
Call
share,
me.
subscribe.
800-707-1452. That's 800
Sukakis, yeah, I don't like Sukakis.
The views and opinions expressed by the individual hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the policies or positions of WABC Radio, its management, or its sponsors.
Like, share,
More
subscribe.
entertaining talk, streaming now on your smart speaker. Just say, play 77 WABC.
Like, share, subscribe. Mabikash.
Traffic and transit.
Well, from the RaceCasino.com traffic desk, again, inbound towards Washington Bridge, still well out, over an hour delay in all approaches. And again, all this because of an earlier problem right after Major League, and all that is cleared up and out of the way, but still a lot of slow traffic coming inbound of the bridge.
Share to Facebook and to X.
And on the westbound cross to the Sheridan stall.
Mabikash.
2 right lanes are going to be out here on the LIE. Keep it today, westbound is disabled in the center lane.
Like, share,
Still
subscribe.
have those problems coming off the 287, getting onto the westbound side of, coming off of I-95 rather, getting onto the westbound side of 287. A tractor trailer accident there, they're still working on. And then on Route 24, as you begin to travel out on the
Like, share, subscribe. Mabikash.
Midday road work and mass transit looks to be pretty good. Get to know the new 2025 Jaguar XK SUV now at Jaguar Harbor. With 4.9% APR financing from 59. Schedule a test drive today at Jaguar Marble. I'm Joe Nolan with traffic on Talk Radio 77 WABC.
WABC.
And informative. It's Sid and Friends in the
Yeah,
Morning.
my dear love Sally. My dear love Sally. Multi-state. This kisses.
I don't want to come over here. I walk over to her place. She's up there dancing with all day, you know. I walk with Mazzabell. And I put my hands up there and have a little shake of my hand. Can you make talks about it? She said, well. And my daughter goes, oh, wow, you really do that. I said, the guy tells you I know somebody. No idea. And since that day, now we've become good friends. You're on the show often, you're great. And you are a huge voice for the Jewish people, a huge Trump supporter. You like sports, you're good looking. One thing I'd like to be your father loves you.
Yeah, honestly, it's great.
Ronnie Boston is one of the all-time American greats.
Let's go, kick some ass. Good morning, Ray Ray. Good morning, my dear love, Sally. We love you a long time.
We talk 4 times a week. We're actually Trump's first cousins.
Okay.
His mother, Beverly, is my mom's sister, Naomi.
Okay.
He runs the RJC. So I end up in Milwaukee at Marquette University the day the Trump spoke, mind you. He's a guy who went this way. And having a big RJC party. There's Pompeo, there's Burgum, Christy Noem.
Pompeo.
And I'm sitting in the crowd. I go, Lord, why am I in the crowd?
Uh-huh.
So he made the opening speech, him and Matt Brooks. And he mentioned me, he goes, that's my cousin Sid. I got a huge applause.
Nick.
And
Nick.
they go, that was sweet.
Then
I go, next time, I'm on stage. And I got to hear from you. Are you going to Vegas? I go, for what?
Are you connected to Matt Brooks?
I know him.
Okay, but let Norm. I'll do it. I'll make the connection. We'll do it after the radio show.
Well, I yelled at him, I go, how is it possible?
No, that's phenomenal.
Another RJC event. And what was weird was, Emily, everybody was texting. Everybody. See you in Vegas. Not invited. But I know for a fact that you were great.
Thank you.
Your speech touched on what, mostly?
I would say a lot of it, first of all, it got mostly great feedback, but I felt the need to call out Jews who were not speaking up, like cultural Jews who go, oh, well, you know, advocacy doesn't apply to me, or I'll be spared. And I said a line that got a lot of attention where I was like, hey, you know, the Nazis got the cultural Jews too.
That's right.
And, you know, everyone's ears kind of rung a bit.
Very good
But
line.
it was also very political. I mean, I basically said, and Trump is saying it, he's getting a lot of pushback. Israel is doomed under a Kamala administration.
Yeah.
And people say I'm dramatic, but if you ask me why, I have all the reasons exactly why it's pretty valid. And I just don't understand how people, especially Jewish people, continue not to see how she's disastrous for Israel.
Listen, you know that I call out Noah Tishby, these people all the time. I make a living out of doing that. And I piss off Jewish people. They go, Sid, we're supposed to be united right now.
Well, I do privately. I don't do it publicly.
I do it publicly.
I know. I don't know how I
want
feel
to
about
shame
that.
and humiliate people.
Well, the problem is, when this is a horrible story. When I was like 19, 20, I gave a really powerful speech at Mike Pompeo's book launch, Never Give an Inch. And I was like, oh, we'll never be sheep to the slaughter again. We're going to defend ourselves, which I think is a valid point.
Great point.
And this very liberal journalist wrote an article, Emily blames the Holocaust on the Jews. I was like, what? And then Jews started publicly calling me out for something that I didn't do.
That's a lie.
Right. Well, no, I said we were sheep to the slaughter, but am I blaming us for it? No, that's just the scenario like we were in.
It's not the same.
But Jews publicly called me out, and I was like, wow, it would have been nicer if they had just texted me.
Yeah.
Like, not get attention off my name.
Right.
So knowing what that felt like, I choose to do it privately. But you think it doesn't piss me off and like Scooter endorses Kamala?
No, of course.
Or,
That's why you need people like me, because I do it publicly, because I don't care, because I'm so angry. No, I really am angry. I'm angry. I've got a brother-in-law who I love dearly. His name is Harry, and his sister. And they're lifelong Dems, hippies, you know, 69, the whole stupid. And they've only voted Democrat. And Harry's parents, God bless them, are Holocaust survivors. They're both gone now.
Wow.
Numbers up the arm, the whole thing. I was a little kid. I go,
just tell me this. Are they pro-Kamala or are they anti-Trump?
wait.
Okay, there you go. Bingo.
Yeah, but
This
Trump
bus
voting
is
against Trump.
Out of
unbelievable.
Trump, they're punishing themselves.
But what does Trump, I know it's too bad, I guess the whole thing is novelist. Who's been better to Israel and the Jewish people than Trump?
I think everyone's trying to gaslight themselves that it's not as bad as we're making it seem, which scares me because if you study history and you go to pre-Nazi Germany, the Jews also convinced themselves they'd be fine. Duh, that's why they didn't get out. But then when you look at history and you learn from our mistakes, you learn not to be idle and stand by.
Right.
You can't be.
Right.
And I think a lot of Jewish people refuse to accept what it is, and they say, well, you're being dramatic. Kamala won't be so bad for Israel. I was at an event the other night,
and I was speaking to some non-Jewish people, like, for the first time in a while. They're
You still talk to Goyim?
my faves. No, I love everyone. So they were talking to me, and they were like, you know, I don't understand why you're throwing your sports career away for politics.
How about you?
Yeah, and I said, for me, this is a crisis of, like, my identity. You know, like, we need to defend the Jewish people, and Trump's the only one who could save them. They're like, stop being dramatic. Kamala doesn't hate Israel.
What?
Kamala's not bad for the Jewish people.
What?
Jews aren't being hunted down. And I'm
What?
like, are you Jewish? You don't know what it's like to always be the target.
Right.
And they always tell me, don't make your whole identity about being a Jew. And I said, you're right. When the world stops obsessing over us, I won't make it my entire identity.
And your career is not over in sports. You're doing all this boxing stuff, making millions and millions of dollars.
It's not, people are dramatic. It's not over, but, I mean, yeah, no one likes a political figure in sports, whether it's me or LeBron James.
Right.
Sports is sports, politics is politics.
Could you get a job though at ESPN now?
No.
No chance?
No.
Because you're Jewish? Or because you like
I think
Trump?
because...
Well, both.
Both.
Right. Those are both two death notes. Because they would want you. You're young, you're pretty, you're blind, you got everything they want. All of it. And you know your sports. But you're
I
way
think it's honestly more Zionism than Judaism, which is our fault for allowing Zionism to get corrupted. And this is part of my RJC speech. For those that don't speak up, like if I have one message that can resonate with the listeners, I beg people to help me normalize Zionism like you do. When we say I'm pro-Israel, we do it and we're not sorry about it. We're unapologetically pro-Israel. When there are Jews out there that feel like they don't have to be vocal and they can keep it a secret that they're pro-Israel and be like, oh, I see both sides to it, you're actually doing a disjustice to me and you, Sid, because then we're in the minority for being the Zionists and we allow them to make it this bad thing instead of, I'm a Zionist, so what?
Right.
If we start acting that way, it'll be harder for us to be bullied into, oh, you're the Zionist, as if that's a bad thing. I take it as a compliment.
Me too. That's a great point. Emily Austin here, follow her at Emily Austin. So, are you somewhat sympathetic to the Palestinian cause? I say that because, and you know me now very well, my nature is, I don't care. Okay?
Really?
I don't want to see innocent people die. I don't. But you know what? Next time you vote, like you do 87% for Hamas, and they go into our village on a holiday and rape our daughters and put our babies in ovens, maybe next time you won't vote for these people or celebrate with them throwing candy at hostages when you're in Gaza. So, I don't want to see innocent people die, but I don't lose sleep over it.
Okay, I'll tell you my honest perspective. It's easy for me to say, okay, overthrow Hamas. Help us overthrow Hamas. But then when you really think about it, and you see people like Mossab, Hassan Youssef, who tell you,
like that kid.
What are they supposed to do? They don't have weapons to fight back against Hamas. Are they all innocent? Absolutely not. I saw plenty of people celebrate what happened on October 7th.
That's right.
But there are innocents, especially children,
Yeah.
realistically speaking, will become raised to hate Jewish people in Israel, but
That's
they're
correct.
still children, and you
They're
give them the
taught that.
benefit of the doubt. They are taught.
Yeah.
However, I think the world needs to understand by Israel ridding of Hamas, and they use civilians as human shields, we're doing everyone a favor by getting rid of them. We're doing everyone a favor by fighting Hezbollah. We're fighting everyone's war, but we're not getting the thank you. In fact, we're getting the screw you, which is just backwards and twisted.
Yeah.
I empathize with the Palestinian cause. I have zero sympathy for anyone, not only Hamas, but anyone who supports them too.
Okay.
It's negative. But my argument also to the Palestinians, and I speak to them almost on a daily basis, people who hate me, is like, okay, free Palestine. When was Palestine free? Under the British mandate, under the Ottoman mandate, before that? When was it free?
There is no Palestine.
That Israel came and conquered it.
Palestine doesn't exist.
It never did, though.
Right. There's no place.
So if you want a two-state solution, fine. Have a democratic government that doesn't slaughter Jews for a living.
No.
And then you can be neighbors under peace.
No.
Is that realistic?
I don't want it. I don't want a two-state solution. Don't want it. You can live with us. They do now.
That I don't understand, where it's like, okay, if we have even, let's call it the occupied territories, which we're not, like, how come Jews can't live there? Why can't we all live together?
Correct.
Like, that's ethnic cleansing.
Right.
Oh, Jews can't enter Nablus or Ramallah. That's ethnic cleansing.
Correct.
But in Israel, all the Arabs and Muslims and Christians and Druze and everyone can live there. But we're only for Jews, and Florida's only for Muslims, and Alabama's only for Christians. Like, that's what they want. They want to segregate the Jews. And I don't get that. It's like, do you want peace or not?
And I don't think most people realize that. Because most people who hate Israel and the Jews and stuff, they've never been to Israel. They have no idea what they even hate. They hate us. If they knew some of this stuff, they may change their mind. Probably not. So how did you get so into this? You're a young girl. How do you all of a sudden become the face with 2 million followers? You're invited to every event, more events than I'm invited to be honest, and I speak to millions of people a week. How did it happen?
For me, it was before October 7th. I think the problem was that no one cared before the 7th, meaning like, I remember the first time I posted ever something pro-Israel, it was Yom HaAtzmaut, our Independence Day. I got cupcakes with Israel flags on it, the 7th, maybe 2 years prior, and I posted on my story, everyone's yelling at me, I can't believe you're a Jew. And I was like, first of all, I posted Israel, but I am a Jew. And a lot of it was positive, believe it or not, but a lot of it was like, oh my God, you're a Jew, in a bad way. And I was like, whoa, I can't believe my religion is pissing people off this much. So I started subtly integrating it into my feed, lighting Shabbos candles, posting Shabbos flowers, and just like Shabbat Shalom here and there. Yeah. I don't want to proselytize it. I don't want to shove it in your face. It's just how I feel.
Sure.
And after the 7th, I was like, all right, I'm unleashing
now it's
everything
on,
now.
right.
You want us dead? We're not going anywhere.
No, the exact opposite. Because I was a very reformed Jew, and now I've moved towards conservative. I may end up being Orthodox. I'm going Payas or something. Tell me about your beauty products. You were kind enough, this is very lovely of you, to send my daughter this stuff, Ava, and she loves it. You bought one for me too.
Here.
She loves it. So this is clearly then for men and women.
Yeah, there's, I don't know why the stigma that skincare is only for women. Like, men should have nice skin too. It's very attractive.
I have skincare products. I go for Botox. I go for pedicure.
Then you're gonna love this. This is actually the toner. See, now we're trying to break that stigma, sis. No, our products are for both because the truth is, men and women, this goes back to, gender ideology, we have different skin pHs. But our toner has a good balance that it adjusts both women's skin to neutral pH and men's skin, so it works normally. But I'll show you our product. So this is a kit. I brought you a kit.
That's what I
sent your daughter.
Yeah.
We have a cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer, a serum, and an exfoliant mask.
So excited.
It's like your one stop for skincare.
I'm so excited.
You don't have to buy anything after.
Nothing. Well, good. That's it.
You're good. You have the kit. You're done for life.
All of it. All of it. And those are pretty decent size,
These last like 2 months. They're supposed to last about one, but I mean, I use them.
And for that, like, you're telling me this morning that these products are now available in big time stores, yes?
It's selling in Aerie right now, like as of this week.
How about that? Congratulations.
Sure,
now, what is that?
A little mask.
What is that?
This is like when you're chilling after a stressful day of watching politics and you want to kick your feet up on the couch. You put on this mask. It's an exfoliant, so it's going to clean all the dead skin cells and leave it on for 10 minutes and then rinse off, and you're going to feel like super refreshed.
Like $1 million.
$1 million.
Now, do you make you'll be shocked to hear this. I don't need it right now because it's still summer, but do you make a tanning product, a self-tanner?
No, I don't do anything SPF.
Nothing SPF.
It's super, super chemically. Our whole thing is we're very
organic,
natural, clean. All of our products are like seed oils or vegetable oils. We don't want any chemicals.
Right.
Even the anti-aging, we're doing a retinol coming out. We found like vegan, organic retinol.
That stuff
super
works.
expensive. Retinol works very well.
Because you got great skin, beautiful skin. Well, you had that before these products, obviously.
I've been using them probably since college. I mean, I'm 23. Really? I have great skin. I'm young. Well, actually, not everyone does, but I do have good skin. But I bought the company. I was an influencer for the company, and I loved it. I couldn't live without it. They were like, hey, they were like, we can't keep this company anymore. Like, the esthetician who founded it, she's a full-time mom. She didn't have time. And I was like, I will take the company. Like, I will buy it. I'm obsessed.
Wow. What's the name of the company one more time?
People's Beauty. Peoplesbeauty.com.
Peoplesbeauty.com. With our own beauty, Emily Austin. You were great today, as always. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good to see you. Emily Austin, folks. Peoplesbeauty.com. We're done for today. We took Emily right to the end here. Lou Rapino, Justin Ellick, Noam Layton. Great job today. We'll all be back, God willing, as Gene would say, for a 6 a.m. show tomorrow. Till Friday, everybody. Peoplesbeauty.com. Peace.
Sometimes serious, always compelling. This is Talk Radio 77. 107 WABC.
Life can be tough, and sometimes it's hard to find someone who will listen. But we want you to know there's always someone you can turn to, day or night. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is completely confidential and here for you 24/7 every day of the year. You don't have to struggle alone. Call 988 and let us help. We're here ready to listen because your life matters. Call or text 988 at 988lifeline.org/chat.
Good morning, Davey. Good morning. How you
Are you
doing?
facing foreclosure or no more than your home is
morning,
worth? Looking for a new and better solution than a short sale or loan modification? Then here's great news. Keep or sell your home with an investment from Residential Equity Partners. Eliminate foreclosure and restore your equity. Here's how it works. Their retained law firm negotiates a settlement with your lender to terminate your foreclosure in exchange for a reduced payoff amount. Then they provide the capital necessary to fund the settlement. To see if you qualify, call 800-800-4191. That's 800-800-4191. If you're in foreclosure, then a short sale or loan modification, it's time to call Residential Equity Partners. They've got the money, resources, and experience to eliminate your foreclosure and restore your equity so you can cash out or keep your home. To see if you qualify, once again, call 800-800.
A lot of traffic rush hour to Manhattan via Lincoln Tunnel, right? Work will go on. Haze, a lot of haze on the city. Some kind of haze. Manhattan. Brooklyn is beautiful. Nani.
TV1, you are go for manual hatch open.
With that, Jared Isaacman began his spacewalk, essentially standing in the open hatch of the SpaceX Crew Dragon and testing out the capabilities of the newly designed spacesuit. He was followed by SpaceX engineer Sarah Gillis. They're the first to perform spacewalks for a private company. The entire mission funded by billionaire Isaacman himself. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
TV1, when you have time.
Cops are cleaning up the streets of Midtown. They're going after illegal vendors and unlicensed pedicabs.
It's called Operation Front Door, and its aim is to improve quality of life issues in Manhattan. Officials are warning tourists not to be taken advantage of. NYPD Deputy Police Commissioner Kaz Daughtry.
We want you to spend money. We want you to spend money in our stores. Not to be counterfeit guys in the street.
Wednesday night, the NYPD were in Times Square and seized about 24 illegally run pedicabs, taking the cabs away on flatbed trucks. Cops also busted illegal vendors and say this is going to be part of their daily operation. The Times Square Alliance thanked the NYPD for their work. Jacqueline Carl, WOR News.
The Kamala Harris campaign says it's beginning a more aggressive phase in the run-up to Election Day. Harris and Donald Trump are both back on the campaign trail today.
Former President Trump heads to battleground Arizona today, insisting he won Tuesday's debate, but refusing to commit to another.
I enjoyed it. Are we going to do a rematch? I just don't know. We'll think about it.
Vice President Harris kicking off what she's calling her New Way Forward tour. The campaign, facing criticism that Harris has been avoiding interviews, is expected to ramp up media engagements, especially in battleground states.
Correspondent Christian Cordero. Today, the City Council is expected to approve legislation to study the impact of slavery in New York.
The legislation would authorize a task force to study slavery, and that could lead to reparations ranging from money payments to medical care to legal services. Historians say enslaved people took part in the labor that built New York City and produced the wealth for Europeans at the time. Critics say they would like to focus more on equal opportunity efforts as opposed to reparations. This bill is similar to past legislation in the state that established a commission to study the same thing. I'm Scott Pringle, WOR News.
And the Manhattan's DA office says Daniel Perry's defense lawyers want to smear Jordan Neely. Penny is the man who put Neely in a deadly chokehold on the subway when he was acting erratically.
Penny's legal team wants to call a forensic psychiatrist during next month's trial to testify about Neely's K2 abuse and how that could make him threatening. The news is brought to you by Dr. Lederman's Radio Surgery, New York. Call 212-CHOICES, that's 212-CHOICES, for more information. Time now for a check on traffic. Here's Bernie Viter. Good morning, Bernie.
Hi there, Larry. Let's talk about the westbound Cross Bronx. Big mess involving a tractor trailer that's stalled out and is blocking 2 right lanes. This is by Sheridan Boulevard. As you can imagine, it is hardly moving back from the Bruckner interchange. And if you're heading to the GW Bridge on the inbound side, you're right around 40 for either deck. Lincoln's still 45. Holland doing about a 20-minute delay for both approaches at this point. 287 across Westchester westbound. Rack 295 southbound New England Thruway. And that remains blocked off. It's been like that for a few hours now. Tractor trailer overturned. This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. This is Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com. I'm Bernie Viter at 710 WOR.
Grandpa, can you read me a story?
Sorry, kiddo. Grandpa can't really see too well anymore.
Oh, okay.
If you've been diagnosed with age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, you know firsthand how vision loss can impact precious moments like this. But if you're 65 years or older and have been diagnosed with late-stage AMD and have not had previous cataract surgery in at least one eye, there may be an option to help improve your vision and quality of life. The Concerto study is looking for individuals with AMD who are willing to participate in a clinical trial which may improve their eyesight. Qualified participants will be compensated for study-related time and travel and will undergo a procedure using an investigational device that may help you regain vision and start living again.
The princess was locked in the tower, so she let down her long hair.
To learn more and to find a clinical site near you, visit amdstudy.info. That's amdstudy.info.
If you no longer qualify for New Jersey Family Care, you may be eligible for low or no-cost health insurance through Get Covered New Jersey for yourself and your family. These quality, affordable health plans cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency services, and more. 9 out of 10 enrolling qualify for financial help, and many pay $10 a month or less. Learn more and find out if you're eligible today at getcovered.nj.gov.
Beautiful weather here through the rest of the week and into the weekend coming up. No mention of any rain in the forecast. Sunny, 80 here this afternoon. Clear tonight, 63. Sunny tomorrow, 82. 85 on Saturday with sunshine. Sunday, sunny skies, high 80. Sunshine this hour, 70. Richard Letting of the Weather Channel on 710 WOR. It is 10:06. That's our news. Your next update is at 10:30. Breaking news at once. I'm Larry Menzies, 710 WOR, an NBC News radio station. On 710 WOR,
Voice of Peace.
The Mark Simone Show.
Hey, it's Thursday. It's almost Friday. One day away. We got lots to get to. Quite a week, quite a training week. We've done a worn out from all this. The debate, didn't that kind of wear you out? Anyway, we weren't even in the debate before. So it's a beautiful week. So we'll get to the aftermath of the debate. What the polls are showing, the media reports. Doing all the 9/11 ceremonies.
99.98. Nani, yeah. Lincoln Tunnel, but once I get to Manhattan, if I get a passenger, I have to turn off the light. That's the deal. When I have a passenger, I'm turning off the light. I only do light when I'm alone in the car. When I'm alone in the car, no problem. But if I have a packages or something, nani, yeah. That's the deal. Live deal only when I'm alone in the car. I don't want to have problem with my company, my job. It is what it is. Sorry, mama. No connection whatsoever. Lamborghini driver, whatever. Remember Lamborghini driver? Jersey, New York. Nani, yeah. Da. 10 of the red. Radio no good. No good, chichi. Ray in the building. Where's the fish? It was leaking in the Midtown Tunnel was leaking. No fish in the leaking.
Rachel home. Rachel's here is an Airbnb.
רגע, אני אשים את הזה.
אבנר.
כן, מה קורה?
תקשיב, אני רוצה להגיד לך.
כן.
כשאתה בא לפה עם הילדה,
כן.
אתה לא יכול לתת לה לפתוח מגירות ולקחת סטיקרים ולהדביק ולעשות את כל הדברים. אתה לא יכול.
אני עליתי לדירה לנקות והאישה הייתה למטה, אני לא יכולתי לפקח עליה. כי אנשים, את יודעת, צריך לנקות למעלה, היה זבל בפחים והיה כביסה מלוכלכת והיה ריח מהמגבות. אז כביכול אני הייתי למעלה ואשתי הייתה למטה עם הילדה, אז אני צריך להגיד לה לפקח יותר. כשאני שם אני מפקח עליה, אבל כנראה שהילדה...
את כל הסטיקרים הוציאה, הדביקה.
כן, ילדה בת 6, אני צריך לפקח.
הבנות יצאו.
נו.
לא היה זבל בפחים.
היה בטח שהיה. הכל היו רטובות, אני לקחתי את הכל לכביסה וגם היה שק של סדינים, סידרתי קצת כמה שאפשר. עכשיו יש גם הרבה אוכל במקרר, צריכים להוציא את הכל, כי אם יבואו אנשים הם לא רוצים לראות את האוכל במקרר, הם רוצים שיהיה הכל נקי.
אני אוציא את כל האוכל, הכל אני אוציא. מתי צריכים לבוא?
אני שם הרבה מודעות, הרבה מתקשרים, הרבה מתעניינים, אז יודעת, ישראלים קצת קשים, אבל לפן חודשי. אז אמרתי לה, פנוי עד סוף החודש, ויש לי מישהו לאוקטובר כל החודש, ואחרי אוקטובר, נובמבר, אם המורה רוצה, היא יכולה לבוא חודשית. מבינה?
כן, אז בואי אני אחוז בזאת. כן, אז שימי את זה ביחד, בדיוק, כן. אבנר.
כן.
מה שאני רק רוצה...
אני אפקח עליה, נו, אני מצטער, לא ידעתי על המדבקות, אבל אם אני אבוא, אני אפקח עליה ממש באופן, אני נגיד לאישה גם לשים עליה עין, כנראה שהאישה לא שם עליה.
רגע אחד, תקשיב.
כן.
בלי שכח, בלי כלום. ממה המגבות הדירה כל השבוע. איך יש מגבות רטובות?
אני אומר, זה אותן מגבות של אנשים. היה 4 מגבות בשירותים, את לא יוצאת אותן. 4 מגבות, אני נוגע בהן ואני מריח אותן, הם לא מגבות שהשתמשו בהן, הם לא נקיים.
אני יודעת, צהור, תקשיב אליי. תקשיב אליי, טוב.
כן.
אני תליתי את המגבות, כי כשהבנות יצאו, המגבות היו רטובות, אמרתי להם לתלות והם תלו. אני השארתי את זה בכוונה שהתאוורר, בשביל לקחת את זה איתי להמפטון. יש לי מכונת כביסה גדולה, שאני מכניסה, כמו שיש של מכונות של קומרשל, יש לי מכונה כזאת בהמפטון. אתה מבין?
כן, אבל החשבון שלי, אם יבוא מישהו עכשיו, מה, צריך שיהיה לו דברים נקי, סדינים נקי, הכל נקי. אם מישהו יבוא עכשיו, מה אני אגיד לו? אני אגיד לו שיחכה עד שבוע הכביסה מההמפטון? זה לא מתאים.
רגע.
כן.
סטאפ.
כן.
הסדינים על המיטה הם נקיים.
לא, נקי, לא נגעתי בהם. היה איזשהו שק כזה של משהו שנראה שצריך לכבס. אז תיק כזה, היה כמו שק כזה על הרצפה, תיק כזה, אני לא יודע אם זה נקי או מלוכלך.
אוקיי, בגלל שהסדינים אני שמתי, הנכד שלי היה צריך לבוא לשוק.
כן, לא נגעתי, שם נקי, מסודר, יפה, ראיתי, החדר דרך אגב, היה בתקרה משהו שהולך ליפול, אני הצאתי את זה, משהו מהמנורה, בית מנורה, הפלסטיק הזה, זכוכית, אני הצאתי את זה כי זה הולך ליפול, זה היה חצי כזה בחוץ.
כן.
בסדר, דירה בסדר, נו, רק אולי צריך לשים אפל TV, כי אין אנטנה ולא רואים כלום ודרך אגב, עם הכלב הזה של האישה שם, זה בעיה, כי הוא כל הזמן נובח, אני מקווה שלא יהיה בעיה עם הדיירים, את יודעת. אבל אולי צריך לשים משהו בדלת, יש איזשהו סיליקון, שאתה יודע, יש איזשהו בד שמונע רעשים, אולי הרעשים יעזור, אני לא יודע.
הבחורה הזאת, כמה היא מוכנה לשלם?
2,500.
ומי ישלם את ה...
אז אני אגיד לה 2,600, כאילו, חשמל, ואני יודע, חשמל באינטרנט, אני אגיד לה 2,600. כי זו לידך גם משלמת רק 2,500, בגלל זה אמרתי לך, צריכה יותר.
אבל סיגת משלמת, לא. קודם כל, איך אתה יכול להשוות את הדירה הזאת לדירה הזאת? מה, אתה משווה את הדירה הזאת לדירה הזאת? זאת דירת one bedroom, היא יותר רחבה מהדירה השנייה, היא יותר גדולה, יש לה חדר אמבטיה יפה, ההיא יש לה אמבטיה מצ'וקמקת, יש לה מטבח פה יפה, שם יש לה מטבח אחר, שם יש פריג'טר קטן, פה יש פריג'טר גדול. מה אתה משווה?
טוב, אני אמרתי לך כמה את רוצה, אמרת 2,500, אז אני אגיד לה 2,600, אני אגיד לה ש2,600.
יגאל אמרה שהיא רוצה לעזוב, אז אמרנו את הדירה שלה. הוא מזכיר היום את הדירות פה למעלה ב$2,900. אבל לבית.
כן.
הוא רוצה את הדירות בחזרה, והוא יורד לי מהשכר דירה.
בסדר.
בינתיים סיגל רוצה אולי את הדירה לבעל שלה, אני לא יודעת. בקיצור, בוא נראה מה היא מוכנה לשלם.
מי זאת סיגל? אני לא מבין.
סיגל זה זאת שגרה עם הכלב.
זה בסדר, טוב, היא בדירה שלה, בדירה C. השאיר אותה שם בדירה C.
כל אחד צריך לשלם את החשמל.
כמה שתגידי לי לגבות מאנשים, אני אגיד להם בהתאם, את מבינה? אז אני אגיד לה 2,600, אולי היום אני אקבע איתה לראות את המקום, או שאני אשלח לה וידאו קליפ, אז אני אגיד לאנשים מעכשיו 2,600, ואני אשים אותה 2,600.
2,700.
2,700, אוקיי, בסדר.
אם אני מחזירה את שתי הדירות לבעל הבית, הם רוצים ממני מכתב, הם מורידים לי $5,000 משכר דירה. לא צריכה לדאוג, כן מוזכר, לא מוזכר, כן אבנר בא, לא
אני אמרתי לך את זה לפני הרבה זמן, תחזירי וזהו, אבל את רצית להשאיר מכל מיני סיבות שונות. אז תראי, בוא נראה איך הולך עכשיו בחודשים הקרובים. אם לא טוב, תחזירי וזהו.
אתה מבין? לי הדירות עולות $5,000.
כן.
אז אם אני מחזירה אותם, הוא מוריד לי $5,000.
כן.
אני עכשיו בדיוק היום קוננתי, הוא בא, הסופר שלו בא, אמר לי, רצה לראות את הדירה, מה יש שם לתקן, והם רוצים שאני אחזיר את שתי הדירות. עכשיו סיגל באה היום, אמרה אולי היא רוצה לקחת את הדירה השנייה לבעלה, תשלם את כל ההוצאות על הדירות ותשלם. הוא מזכיר היום, אני דיברתי עם הבחורים שעולים למעלה.
כן.
הוא מזכיר היום דירה $2,900. עובדים?
כן, כן. זה ניו יורק, זה אזור טוב, זה אזור טוב, זה ניו יורק, זה אזור טוב.
כן, כן, כן. טוב, אני עובדת פה, אני אדבר איתך.
אוקיי, דבר כל טוב, בסדר, כל טוב.
אני אראה לך את המגירות ואת הסטיקרים, מה שהילדה אמרה.
תעשי תמונות, נו, אני מצטער, תעשי תמונות, תשלחי לי, אוקיי. להתראות.
אוקיי, ביי.
מה ביקשתי? מה ביקשתי? מה ביקשתי? באמת, מה ביקשתי? Hello? Hey. Hey now.
Yeah.
Rachel called. She said she don't mind I come with Aya or play, whatever, but don't let her take all the sticker out and put all over the drawers or something like that. Do you know anything about this?
Yeah.
Oh, why let her do that?
They play together with Crystal.
No, I know, but they put sticker on the drawers. They make a mess or something, or are they okay?
They took the stickers.
And they put on the drawers. What they did? I mean, what it's look a big deal to you or no big deal?
Maybe it's a big deal for her.
I don't know. I thought I was in cleaning the apartment upstairs. I don't know anything about stickers. Next time when I come, I will make sure she won't make a mess.
She got mad?
Yeah.
She got mad?
Yeah. You know her. Yeah. You know how is she.
I told you it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's okay.
You cannot tell kids not to do this and not to do that.
I told her I have to clean upstairs. People coming. Now she said she won't. You know, it was 4 gelder, and she said, why you take it to the laundry? I said, it's, you know, dirty towel, they smell, and people want to come to see the place.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of garbage in, you know, I changed the garbage in the trash, and also the frigidaire is full of food, rotten food. You have to take the food out. She said, I went upstairs, I cleaned. All the trash was empty. I said, no, it's not. I should take a picture and show it was full of trash. And the bathroom also, the small basket there also was, and also even they don't have a toilet paper there. We need to bring toilet paper. You know, she's 80 years old. She cleans so-so. She don't clean like the good professional people, you know. there's a teacher in the school around. She wants to come see the place today for monthly. You know? She said, I told 3,000, but to Rachel I said 2,500. Now Rachel said, no, I don't. I want 2,700. So that's gonna cut my. Let's see. Let's see how things go. I'm not sending her people. I deal with people. I take the money, then I give her a share, and I keep myself the fee, you know, late fee, like ISL, late fee. Okay, so how is Kathleen Leacon?
I don't know. I didn't chat with her.
You call her because she said, where's what she call you, auntie? I don't know where she's in Manila, no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Call Manila. Dave E, say hello. Dave E. Ray, say hello. Okay, I'm gonna go get coffee and hopefully get some business. I'm gonna do my business. Okay. Anything today in the calendar?
No.
Let me see what is on the calendar. Oh, nothing. Saturday I have dentist appointment.
I think I have an appointment too.
When?
17.
17? What time? Where?
Yeah. 17.
Rivington? Oh, 17 is Tuesday. 14 is Saturday.
Oh, let's see.
Prepare, we have the 18th reciprocation.
Yeah. My appointment is on September 21.
September 21?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Chat to you later.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Nani yet. Delivery. Nani yet. Peace and love.
To SCC recruiting at point72.com and reference job code S02024R. Again, to apply, please send resume to SCC recruiting at point72.com and reference job code S07224R.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations like One Hit Wonders. Just search One Hit Wonders and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Hey everybody, this is Josh and Chuck from the Stuff You Should Know podcast. And if you've ever wanted to know about champagne, Satanism, the Stonewall Uprising,
Oh, how about chaos theory, El Nino, LSD, little true crime sprinkled in, or maybe something historical like Rosa Parks.
yeah, if you want any of that or anything else you can think of, then look no further. We have you covered.
That's right. Listen to the Stuff You Should Know podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff You Should Know and start listening.
Wake up with football every morning and listen to my new podcast, NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal. 5 days a week to get all the latest news, the best analysis delivered by the time you get your coffee. This show hits on every single game, every single week, but I can't do it alone. So
Nani
from NFL Media. Subscribe today and you'll immediately be smarter and
earbuds that you're talking about, the head of the company came out and said they do look similar. It's not theirs. It's not. She wasn't wearing a hearing thing or something. It wasn't an earpiece. Those were earrings.
Okay. Good enough. All right. Thanks again.
Thanks. After every debate, every single debate, there's pictures all over the internet of, look at Joe Biden's ear. He's clearly got a listening device or an earpiece in there. They weren't an earpiece. They're just earrings, and I didn't think they looked that great anyway. But I didn't like the way I didn't like that pantsuit of hers. I don't know, it was too. Normally she's much better dressed than that. Let's go to Shelley in Long Island. Shelley, how you doing?
Shelley and
Hey, good morning, Mark. Love the show. Do you think that Tulsi was a plant by the DNC since she was his debate partner, and it wasn't truly Trump? It seemed like he was coached. And obviously,
well, she was just there for an hour or two here and there. She wasn't the debate coach. She was just one of the people called in for some advice. There were about 15 people on that debate team. I don't think you'll see them next time. I think they're all gone. Remember, this happened to Reagan in 1984. Reagan was a disaster in the first debate. How could that be? He's the greatest debater on earth, and Mondale's a total stiff. How did it happen? Wrong debate team. In 1984, first debate, Reagan had a team that coached him. You got to say this, you got to do this, say this, make sure you do this. Here's 1,400 index cards, memorize all this. And Reagan was terrible. He lost the first debate. Then they called in Roger Ailes, and he looked at all this stuff. He said, give me all these index cards. And he threw them in the wastebasket, got rid of all these debate coaches. Then he went back to the questions, and he said to Reagan, well, what would you have said here? And then Reagan just ad-libbed, and he do that. Just do that. And second debate, Reagan came out and just crushed Mondale. I have a feeling you're going to see the same exact scenario this year. New debate coach, and everything will be fine. Let's go to Rich in Myrtle Beach. Rich, how you doing?
Yeah, thanks, Mark. A couple things in debate. I left it after 30 minutes of that disgraceful performance by the moderators and Tom Goodfellas and watched that. But, Donald Trump was right. Even the lighting was bad for Trump versus Harris. They did that kind of little subliminal stuff, too. But, he's talking about the Springfield, Ohio. It was very easy to go online to find the stories where they dumped 20,000 Haitians into a 60,000-person town. And you see pictures and the video of the people talking to their mayor live. And you see pictures of Haitians walking down the street with, geese and ducks from the local ponds.
Some of those pictures,
incredible that nobody's fact-checking.
Some of those pictures, it turns out they're not from Springfield. But here's the problem with that. When you say about eating the cats or eating the dogs, it gives Democrats a chance to do what they love to do, which is deflect, lie, cover up. Trump is absolutely right about what he said.
I got a job.
It's a little tiny town of 60,000 people.
At the Kensington.
60,000 people. Kamala Harris and Biden dumped 20,000 illegals